Hi everyone, welcome to the Girl Fight Back podcast. So this podcast is based off of things that I have recently discovered about myself. It's things that I've learned about myself over the years and things that I continue and want to learn about myself. I am a girl, of course, but I'm fighting back. I want to fight back for my life. For my peace, for my happiness, for my health, for my wealth, for my sanity, for every different part of my life that I didn't think that I could fight back for, that I thought I just had to accept. For every different part of my life that I thought life just happened to me, so let me just accept what is. You know that phrase that we say way too often, it is what it is. It isn't. It really isn't. It can be whatever you want it to be. It isn't what it is. It can change. It can bloom into something completely different. So here I am fighting back. And I just wanted to start off this podcast with an episode of reminding not only myself but other people that fighting back is your right. It is your obligation. It is exactly what you need to do in order to get what it is out of life that you're ready to receive. You have to fight back. And yes, it's going to be hard, and yes, it's going to be challenging, and yes, there's going to be times where you're going to want to give up, and you're going to want to throw in the towel. You're going to want to just say, I'm done. I'm done with life throwing obstacles in my way. I'm done with life treating me any kind of way. I'm done with the pain and the tears and everything. I'm just going to live life the way that life told me that it's supposed to be lived. And that's not a way to live life. That doesn't make you happy. That isn't making you money. That isn't making you feel safe and secure. That doesn't keep you warm at night. And I am just not starting over, but starting again. And I like that phrase better than starting over, because starting over means I'm starting from the very beginning. Starting over means I'm starting with no knowledge, no experience, no anything. And that's not what I'm doing. I'm starting again. I took a break on myself, and that's really not how I want to remember my life. I don't want that to be how my son remembers me. I don't want that to be how my nephews, my nieces remember me. I don't want that to be how my younger siblings remember me. That she took a break. She didn't fight for herself. She didn't keep pushing. She didn't. And not saying that you don't deserve rest, but you have to fight for yourself. No one else is coming. No one else is going to show up for you the way that you're going to show up for you. No one else is going to rescue you the way that you can rescue you. You have to show yourself that you're worth rescuing before anyone else will come and do it. And that is what I'm doing. I am currently having Bible study with myself at this moment. I am a woman who believes that everything starts in the foundation of God. So you will see some of that throughout the podcast episodes, and we will always reference back to Him. It's not going to be a super churchy or Christian based podcast, but it will reference God, because that is who I believe in, and that is who I give all glory to. And spending time with Him definitely grounds me and definitely reminds me that I am worth fighting for. But that starts with me. I have to fight for myself first. I can't expect others to fight for me if I don't fight for me. So the Girl Fight Back podcast is a reminder to myself, to you guys, to everyone. Fight back. Fight however you need to fight. Whether you're fighting back in your finances because you've set goals for yourself that you haven't achieved yet. Fight back for your peace because Every day you're going to therapy and you're doing the things necessary and you're trying to heal, and yet you keep getting your heart broken. Fight back. Keep fighting. I know you're tired. I know it's exhausting. I know it doesn't seem like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But I was watching another, it's not a podcast, but a show called Tonight's Conversation. And someone had asked Trip Fontaine what his advice for someone was if they're struggling to get over a breakup. But you can use this in any aspect of your life. If you're struggling, keep struggling. Because people who really want to get to the other side, they are going to have to struggle. If you've done something or been with someone or have had something in your life for 12, 15, 20 years, you're going to struggle to come out of that. You are going to struggle because that's been part of your identity, part of your everyday routine, part of who you are as a person. That has been your identity for that many years. So the struggle is going to come, but keep struggling. Keep struggling to get over it. Keep struggling to fight back. Keep struggling, because the struggle is proof that you're trying. It's proof that you're doing. It's proof that you're making the necessary steps to get to the other side, which is peace and happiness and joy. You can't measure it. And that's the goal. That's the purpose. That's the reminder. And honey, I promise you, I am by no means well put together or all the way there, or have I just seen unmeasurable amount of happiness and peace for long amounts of time. I am still in my struggle. And the purpose of this podcast is to not only remind myself, but to be an example for someone else, to help them get through their struggle. Because there's some struggles that I find other people go through that I don't have to go through, and I want to be that type of person for someone else. I want to be that light, that resource that prevents other people from going through certain pains and certain struggles. And honey, let me explain something to you. Don't ever discount the struggle. Just accept it for what it is. Embrace it. Feel what you need to feel. And girl, fight back. Fighting back is worth it. Fighting back is everything. Fighting back is exactly what you need to do in this season. So, as this episode ends, thank you for listening to episode 1 of my podcast. I just want to thank you, as well as remind you, and end the episode with a tidbit of advice for myself. Today everything changes. And embrace the change. Change doesn't feel good immediately sometimes, but change is necessary, and fighting back is going to be a change if you haven't fought back for yourself in some time. Fight back. It's okay. Put on your gloves. Wipe your tears. Keep going. Don't stop. Be consistent in your fight. You're worth the fight. And love through the fight. Thank you.